Yo, Wagwan is that guy. Good, yeah, not nation here. It's amazing. It's amazing. I wanted to come on here and just do a little quick chat with y'all about how genuinely shocked and amazed, and how often I tend to forget the impact of this channel and how it's reached worldwide status at this point in terms of inspiring others to grow their locks out. As simple as it is, this channel has inspired, thousands of people to grow their hair and encourage them to embrace their natty roots. And from the man behind the camera and the man just editing, I don't necessarily see the results firsthand until I get subtly reminded when I'm out in public and I meet some people that will just show appreciation and recognition regarding the content that has been published on this channel. So this video is just a little story about my visit to the Canadian National Exhibition, which is the CNE. It's the world's longest running carnival, at least Canada's longest running carnival, and that happens every single year here in Toronto. And this year was my first year back since going maybe 5-6 years ago. And this is what happened. I showed up, I just ran the thing solo. I showed up, and first thing I had to do was refill my water bottle so I had some liquids to stay hydrated for the afternoon. So I'm in line inside one of the halls to just get a bottle of water filled, and I'm right out front of the washrooms as well. This is where the fountain was located. So I'm standing there. It's a long line. I'm patient. And a woman walks out of the washroom. Beautiful mixed lady with some beautiful dreadlocks. And she looks at me and she smiles, big smile. And then she just keeps on walking. So I was sitting there, I'm like, oh, that was pretty cool. Just some acknowledgements, acknowledging a fellow dread. But then she came back around, maybe 2 minutes later, she comes back around the corner and she comes right up to me. She said, she didn't even say hello or anything, she just goes, I remember where I recognize you from now. It's YouTube. I've seen your content and I just want to say thank you. Your videos have helped inspire me to grow my dreadlocks freeform. So thank you once again. And she just walked off. I was like, I didn't even get a chance to say anything. It was like just a subtle reminder that the content is actually getting out there to people, and people are appreciative, and that, as little as I feel like this content does for people, it is having a much bigger impact out in the real world. So I appreciate anyone that does come up to me and say that, they do love the content, they watch the channel. It means a lot, and it keeps me inspired to continue making more content to inspire y'all. It's like the circle of life. And on a funny note, this doesn't happen often, might I add you. A handful of times, but in one day for it to happen twice, because right when I left that building, I went outside and then a youth came up to me and he says, yo, aren't you on YouTube? And I'm like, yeah, man. He's like, yeah, I F with your channel, bro. He didn't even have dreadlocks. Let me tell you, he didn't even have locks. But he's like, yeah, man, I love your channel. I love your content, keep up the good work. And then, that was it. And I was like, damn, twice in 1 hour? Like, that's pretty surreal. That's never really happened to me before that often. So, it was a great day. I continued on the night just grabbing some content, filming around the fairgrounds. I wanted to show you guys the B-roll that I had filmed that night, and I cut it together into a slow motion montage. And I'm just here to share that with you now. So just enjoy the show. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say. This next segment was filmed on a Sony a6500 30mm Sigma f1.4 lens on a Zhiyun Crane gimbal, and I slowed it down to 60 frames per second, so it's slow motion, and it was filmed at magic hour. So yeah, that's about it. Enjoy. Yeah, man. If you see me out in public, don't be afraid to say hi and what up.